Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gooser. What's up, buddy? Why do I like having him over there? I don't know. It's just funny. So when we're not, morning everybody, chaddossfarms. When we're not feeding hay up here like we do all winter, the cows don't hang out up here. They go back in the back. There's a lot more grass at the back, a lot more things to forage and eat. So we don't see them very much. We see the calves a lot, but not the big, Glory and Nellie and Fiona. We don't see them unless we go back there. So it's kind of funny seeing Frank sit right there. I want to see if you guys can hear something. I doubt it with the birds, but listen real close. Yeah, I think it's just too faint. But long story short, in case you missed yesterday's video, it rained a little bit. And then it took a little break, and then it rained some more. And since midnight last night, just since midnight, and it's currently 7 a.m. on the dot. Since midnight last night, we've gotten 2.96 inches of rain. That's how much it's rained since midnight. So the creek is straight ripping. So we're gonna go down there and check it. I also need to check the back 40 and make sure that fence is holding up. I think back there, we're eventually gonna have to take the barbed wire out and have some steel fence put in and make some kind of swing gate for debris to get through. Because if we do get this kind of rain, we're gonna get a lot of debris. I know limbs and stuff and leaves fall from the trees, but I just can't understand where all of it's coming from. It's not coming from my neighbors, but it must be coming from upstream somewhere. But I definitely don't want it blowing out our fence, especially in the middle of the night. There's a little bit of a risk of severe weather later, so we'll keep an ear to that. I'm sure I'll be able to film it because it's supposed to be here about 1 o'clock. So that'll be later in the video. Woohoo! It's just this time of year, man. It just is what it is. We're all safe. We've got a storm shelter. Actually, I think our storm shelter is a panic room as well. Like it's actually bulletproof. Like you can go in there and it'll resist probably 5.56. I mean, it's AR 500 steel. So that's kind of nice. If the kids were ever here and Ray by themselves, they could always go hide in there if somebody, forced entry. But Frank around and find out though. My oldest is a little different than kids. Oscar, I got to blur out what you're doing, but I'm happy you're not doing it on the deck like you did last year. Grief. What's she doing? So, Willow here, just got her a couple days ago. Been sleeping in a garage, being a big girl, doesn't mess with nothing. She got a Brevecto a couple days ago, and about 36 to 48 hours later, she's tick free. And she wasn't infested. She just had typical dog ticks. But they dry now. So if a tick bites her, it just dries up. She's got something, she took a medicine, and now there's something in her system, Brevecto, that dries those out. But sometimes she'll get like a hot spot because it'll dry up. Kind of feels like the tail end of poison ivy, I'd imagine. But she's okay. She's all right. We're okay. That's a good spot right there. Yep. Oh, goodness. So we got another bed mat coming. Unfortunately, they didn't have camo. I had to get just regular brown. That's all right. That's all right. All right. I'm gonna go check the animals and the critters with the horns. See it from here. Goodness. So the edge is right here. That's how far up she is so far. Look at that. Normally that's about a 4-foot pipe. Like 4 feet into the ground. I'm sorry, 4 feet above ground. Normally we can see the bottom of that pipe. I'm sure this will come up more. The rain's supposed to start again about noon, and we're in a 5 to 7 inch zone over the last 36 hours, and we've already gotten almost 5. It was like 4.96. So we're due for another 2 inches before the day is done. And then Friday, there's more. Thursday, there's more rain. Friday, there's more rain. So this is just a excessive amount of rainfall for this time of year. Well, for any time of year for us. But I am going to move my live trap. I really don't want to lose that. There we go. This is the highest they've ever seen it, is about this post. That was in the last 20, 25 years. Hey, you see this thing start to float away, you holler. All right. I busted a pin. No, I busted the whole darn bracket. Yeah, that's broke clean off. Anyway, this came off my box blade. So I'm gonna sit that there. Hopefully it's heavy enough not to float away for a little bit. And we'll see. I'll come back and check it and see where the water is. Mark the time. 7:26. All right. Hey, I've been meaning to tell you, I got the pump in. So I bought a new pump for our sprayer, and it's supposed to be a little bit higher powered, so we should be able to kill weeds at a distance. But a lot of you guys were asking. I use RM43. That's what I use. Red jug, 6 ounce to 1 gallon ratio. So, and right now it's on sale at Tractor Supply for like $67, which is crazy because I paid, I think, 90 at our local feed store. So it fluctuates, but around here, the time to spray was like 2 weeks ago. Now you got to find a dry spell, which is kind of difficult. So that's why it's on sale, because not as many people are buying it right now unless it's on sale. So anyway, I'm just telling you what I'm telling you. But a lot of you guys have been asking about, does it kill poison oak and poison ivy? Yes, it does. It says directly on the bottle, it works against all vegetation control. Now, when it says all, that's pretty inclusive. But we've had 0 issues. So if you've got poison ivy or poison oak, I'd do it. Get them leaves, man. Eat some leaves, brother. Get it. Get it. Turn them leaves into steak. Yeah, boy. Let's go get you some real food. Come here, bud. Come on. So just about the funniest thing I've ever seen on the farm was yesterday. I poured Franklin here some cattle crack. I gave the pigs a little bit like I did today. And literally Izzy walked over and tried to like sneak Frank's bowl away from him. It was hysterical, man. I mean, she just chinned up to the bar, to the rim, and locked her little teeth on the edge of the bowl and tried to pull it that way. And then Frank said, lady. She's trying to look. Oh my goodness. No way. Didn't you, bub? Didn't you, bub? You almost had a horn there. Sure did. Sure did. Folks, I'm gonna level with you on something, okay? I love and appreciate every animal on this farm. I really do. Even Dizzy, that we give a pretty hard time because she's got some food aggression issues, some legit ones. And of course, I love and appreciate Frank. But while I don't even know if I can say I'll miss him, but I don't want to sound insensitive, but I'm not gonna mourn him, okay? Every animal on this farm was a gift from God. We were made stewards of all of these animals in this land, and so are you. If you've got a dog, a cat, a muskrat, a billy goat, a whatever you've got, we are stewards over the animals. And God blessed us with Franklin. Turns out he was half Angus. When that happened, we were all a little bit disappointed, but I was not ashamed. Tell her, Franklin. Don't look at me. Tell her. Izzy, no, bad bacon. Goodness. You're so kind, though. Appreciate you sharing. The way we live our lives, God had a divine plan. Every plan God has is divine. But he had a plan, and the plan was for us to raise longhorns. If we would have had a Highland bull or a Highland heifer from our Highland bull we lost, that would have diverted us off the path. And we were meant to have longhorns. Why? They're hardier, they're more disease resistant, they're easier to take care of, they do good in cold and hot. And Highlands, in my opinion, really struggle around here in the heat if you don't have a... She just full-blown bit Izzy. Come here, honey. Hey, psst. Izzy, you okay? I need to load that one up on processing day as well. I might call them today. You get a couple little pigs and put them in here, and I guarantee there wouldn't be near as many issues. That hurt, I know it did. I mean, I saw her open her mouth and bite her. Anyway, I love and appreciate all the animals on the farm. But I'm not gonna mourn Franklin, okay? Franklin was here for a purpose. His purpose has served well. He's a beautiful animal. He's been relatively well behaved. We haven't had any issues with fence jumping or anything like that. He's even handled some of the animals that can be bullies, like MJ, some of the new calves. He's even handled them well, and I'm very grateful for him. To say I'll miss him, I honestly, I don't know. I can't say I'll miss him. Like I'll maybe miss his presence, but it's an animal. And he's a steer, and this is his purpose. And I'm trying not to make some of y'all feel bad that are really going to be upset, but this is why he's here. God said, Chad and Ray, I'm going to give you this animal. I know it's not a baby Highland, but he's going to give 6 to 8 months worth of meat for you and your 3 boys. Why would I miss that? I'm not supposed to miss it. I have a heart, but I don't look at it as kill, slaughter, murder. Those words do not pop up. Okay, this is a harvest. So that's all that is, okay? Why'd you name them if you're going to eat them? Well, because that gives them more of a life here. They have a name. I mean, I know that animals don't hear a name, but they hear that sound. He hears the sound, Franklin, and he knows it's his name. Wagged his tail. It gives him more of a sense of why he's, you know what I mean? It makes him feel more whole when they've got that. It's why you don't abandon it. I mean, it's just having a heart is taking care of him. That's what having a heart is, and helping him have the very best life. And people say they only have one bad day, and that's processing day, but I've mentioned several times, if you guys have seen me band animals, processing day is not a bad day. It's over. It's done. It's quick. It's done. It's over immediately. A bad day or a bad week is when they get that band at 2 or 3 months old. That's a bad day. You, Miss Thing. My goodness. Yeah, I think we just need to find another pig, maybe a couple little ones. Interesting. Ignore the heart rate. I've been down there clearing the driveway a little bit. It's supposed to be up when you're doing work. So yeah, I went down almost, well, a measurable about 10 feet, but I don't know what that is in like overall river height. But regardless, we've got 80 and 90% chance of rain the next 2 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, part of Friday. And then there's no rain in the forecast. I was just talking to my dad, Grandpa Doss Farms. And then there's no rain in the forecast on Saturday as far as next Friday, which we really need. We need it to dry out. I'm ready to fix my front yard, ready to drag around on the coop side of the house again, smooth that out, get ready some grass right there so we're not walking through mud and dirt all summer. When we go through our dry spell, which we do every summer, you know, we'll go 45, 60, sometimes more, but hopefully not, days without rain. I don't want dust in my front yard again or my backyard. That was pretty rough, man. You think chickens have a lot of dust? An 1.5 acre hill behind your house, that's a lot of dust when the wind blows. But still pretty. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like underneath when this is gone, but it'll be Saturday before it's down, way down. All right, let's go feed some big cows. Share your babies. Stinkers. Junebug. Oh my goodness. Isn't that just the cutest thing ever? Buddies. Little buddies. What do you say, boys? What do you say? Is that good stuff? Are you figuring out how to eat it finally? Are you figuring out how to eat it? That ain't it, taters. That ain't it. Taters. I'm gonna pet you before it's over. I'm gonna do it. It's okay. Franklin liked it. Franklin liked it. MJ. Oh, get him back. Taters, dude, keep it in the bowl, man. Keep it in the bowl. Watch out. Hey, come down here and eat. Don't get stabbed. My goodness. 2 days ago, before all the rain, we treated everybody with a pour-on fly, worm medicine that we've used before. And it is rain resistant after about 4 hours. But the nice thing is, if it did run off or if it didn't have time to absorb, you can reuse it within 2 weeks if they need it. So if we start noticing tons of flies, I mean, there's going to be flies. I think that's a big misconception people need to understand. And I guess I'm just not doing, or all of us aren't doing a good enough job teaching. You're gonna have flies no matter what you do. There is no fix-all for flies. You can't make them go away. They're gonna be there. But what you don't want is flies in their eyes and all over them while they're trying to eat and stuff like that. Don't do that. That's when you need to treat. So yeah, 1 or 2 flies tomorrow on these girls' backs, or in the next couple of days when the rain's gone. That's not something you treat again for. But if it looks as heavy as it did when the last medication we gave them runs out, then we'll of course reapply. But all right, listen, today was not, Nelly, doggone it, get out of there. Today was not Cubes Day, but I want to see what the water looks like down below. Okay, so y'all coming with me? You want to come down there? I'll get you some cubes. I specifically pushed that feed sack down so that you guys could see, and then Nelly lifted it up. Such a stinker. We say, bub. Hey, I gotta be honest. You guys do look really good after your baths. You do. You do, you do. Look how clean and tick-free she is, my goodness. Bonnie. Miss Glory. Looking good. Phineas. Actually, see that silver tint? I don't know if the camera picks that up or not. That's the medicine. Boy, Sugar's feeling it today. Look out, boys and girls. Look out, here we go. Oh, look out. Aunt Glory said, watch out. Oh, Mom, I was running and Aunt Glory told me to slow down. I don't think it'll stop her. She'll do it again. Maybe. Nope. Need some comfort. Oh, good scratch. Good place to scratch. Thanks, Mom. It's just mud. Too funny. All right. So here's next in line. And we'll start checking them. You guys know how we do. We go about 30 days. I don't see a single sign of a bag on Fiona. But as we know, sometimes moms get their milk like the day of, which isn't a bad thing as long as she gets it. Isn't a bad thing. Donkeys, what's up? Oh, goodness. I got no food today. You got to go get cubes. I got no snacks. No snacks. You got to go get them. It's tipsy here, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said yesterday, they just get them. Oh, it's so fast. They won't have them, and then they'll have them like real quick. From this side, she's got a little bit more of a bag. But Tipsy's also, I mean, it's a perfect example. I bet she's 800 pounds. Tipsy's probably 950 to 1,000. Much bigger animal. And don't miss Tipsy, look good without all them flies on her. Yeah. Everybody liked that you took your medicine the other day. Yep, finally. All right, let's go see what's got water in it. Checking all the spots where we hold water. Back here's where that spring is. But yesterday, after we got those winds, there wasn't any wind the rest of the day. It was just straight rain. Oh, I did not think about that. The limbs flicking water in. So I don't really need to check fence lines other than the one where the water comes under the fence, which is back here where we're headed. Oh my goodness, so much water. Look at that. Gee whiz, man. Not too bad down here. This is where I was talking about putting in a steel fence. Doesn't look too bad. See, all that debris, I mean, I guess that's just falling off the trees, But like, what happens when that log right there gets enough water behind it that it wants to come through? Know what I'm saying? We might almost need to start a ditch right here just to give the water somewhere to go quicker. Yeah, I think ideally I'd like to put a steel post right there and a steel post right there and have just steel pipe go across here. I think that'd be the way to go. Going to move that branch because that's an easy one. Give that somewhere to go quicker. There we go. What if I was doing this and a beaver just shot out? That'd be funny. So cool. Look, we got more over there. Hang on. Dude, that's a heavy branch now. There we go. Kick this up a little bit. Let me know if you guys like watching this stuff, man. I think you do. You're here. You're just filming live, planning and sorting and thinking. I talked to a few guys that know a thing or two about ponds, and until we are ready to build one, and I mean build one, there's no real, until we're done clearing land, not just for a pond, but until we're done thinning out all this underbrush, until we have it exactly how we want it, we should not build a pond. Now, a little wading pool to hold some of this water, that's different. We could manage that. But I'm talking about like a pond. We don't want to do that yet. So, get it. There we go. That is not fresh, but I do believe that was resting against that tree. That came all the way down. That was probably yesterday. I took a skid steer through here just 2 weeks ago. Look at that. It's a jungle. Going across the creek, ready? meadow. This is where I think we'd actually like to put a nice sized pond, man. A real nice sized one. Just kidding, don't eat those. Pretty sure they're toxic. Fancy meeting you here. What's up, buddy? Goodness. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I wonder if I should pull this back a little bit. Just free that up. Looking back, what I need to do, which wouldn't take much effort. Look at him. He sees that bag in the back of the side by side. No, dude, I'm trying to make you big. I'm not trying to make you sick. Yeah, looking back, I should have lifted this. It's all the way to the bottom. It's all the way to the ground. I should have raised it to where it was, you know, maybe 6 inches lower. So, barely up to my ankles, guys. Not risking anything, not being crazy. Yeah, that'll help a lot. Then we can put this back. Just let it do its job a little bit there. So I might even turn that over to make it to where the bigger squares are on the bottom, because the calf ain't going to get through that, and this is a hog panel. Actually, I need that hog panel for a deck project this summer, so I may just swap her out for a cattle panel. But when Jeremiah, our fence guy, built this last year, we didn't know what to do right here. We couldn't really fence across it because we knew we would stress that fence, so we put a gate here. Well, the problem is the gate's too high, and we ran into a situation where calves could get under it, just trying to allow water to get through. So we didn't want to lower it because then we thought cows might jump over it. So we almost need a gate that's got one more rung across the bottom and one more across the top. Fashion something like, if I cut this short right here to where it's, if I cut the panel to where it's the length of the gate and just use metal zip ties and just kind of let it hang, I think we could actually use this. Don't let me forget to do that, because I will. And there's been many a times where I wanted to go through that gate. Spoiled rotten. Spoiled rotten, bub. See, you can tell that medicine's working because Frank didn't get any. Yep, he didn't get any, so that's why he's got flies and the rest don't. Come on, cow. My next project. Cleaning this up, man. Miss Allie. Looking good. Honey. Frosty. Come on, bub. Frosty. Woo! goodness. Looking good, girls. Looking good. Princess. Here it comes. No wonder. He's good grief, man. There ain't gonna be a cube left by the time you get here. 20 pounds of cubes. Gonna be gone. Silly boy. All right, I got some errands to run, some things to take care of. She didn't know it was me. Is this all right? Is that all right? Can I scratch? Princess. Oh, I touched her. There he goes. Frosticles. What's up? What's going on? Oh man, you're wet. You're wet. You're a wet dog. Yep. Hang on, I gotta see what's going on out here. My little pumps, the little pump that could, is trying to keep up. Oh goodness, is that a big yawn? Can you shake? Can you shake? That's a good, oh, shake, fall, drop, stop, drop and roll, whatever. It's all the same. It's all the same. Look, are you a roan? You got a little roan in you? Huh? My goodness. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. You're a little Appaloosa. Appaloosa Anatolian parent. My goodness. Well, Ray was just saying how pretty it looks and how peaceful it sounds. But that is a lot of water, folks. And we still got 2 more days to go. The creek's higher than we've ever seen it. But I'll spare you that and take you down to the creek tomorrow, because it's going to be even higher than it is right now. So, yep, that's what I know. But we're okay. I don't think we have to move any animals. Thankfully, we're way up on a hill. I do want to divulge, we do have a processor date for Dizzy, because what happened is not okay. She's been getting along all right, but as soon as food is involved, all manners go out the window. We wouldn't even keep a cow that did that, okay? It's time for her to go. That means we can't even bring in other animals. I mean, she's pushing Frank around. So, yeah, she franked around and found out. That's the end. That's it. So, all right, we're gonna get out of here. Hope y'all are well. God bless. Thanks for tuning in no matter what we do here. And we'll see you tomorrow. Such a pretty dog. Such a pretty dog. Yeah. Yeah, such a pretty dog. Show me teethers. Rawr. Oh, Gooses. He's doing tricks. He's doing tricks. All right.